Not slow, not slow. And we're getting going into different clothes. Not slow, we're riding low. We're getting going into different clothes. I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid.
Testicles 1, 2. Testicles 1, 2.
What is up? We are back. Welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy, Trebles Garcia, and joining me again in the ones and twos, as you already heard, is the best co-host in the motherfucking planet, Big Tank. Salute, my boy.
Salute, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It actually sounds good when you enter, dog. Hey, we should start doing that from now on.
It always sounds good when I enter, all right, fool?
Wow.
Oh, you should hear when you should hear when I go.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you already know what this is. Another fucking amazing episode with amazing content. This is the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. You, the probers, Probe Nation. That is right. Now, for all the new listeners that are just tuning in right now and do not know what the Probe Nation is, allow me to please give you a quick history lesson. About, I want to say a year ago, a series of aliens came down from fucking Saturn and started probing the fuck out of Big Tech. Ever since then, we became an inside joke. We started calling you the probers. You guys probe us. We probe you. We are Probe Nation. That is right.
Bro, Saturn? You told me Honduras way.
Oh, my God. Well, both. They started probing you from both ends.
Yeah. You go with your wife's tales.
Whatever, dude. You already know what's up, though. We have an amazing fucking show lined up for you guys, as every other show is being fucking amazing. Today, we're going to be talking about heavy fucking topics and a very deep dive. And I'm talking about the deepest dive we've ever had. But right before we do that deep dive, Big Tank, connect the randomizing machine and give us the listener of the week.
Randomizing machine, do your thing.
Listen to that baby purr. Big Tank, who is it?
Today we got Jat_code_bow. Jat_code_bow. Also known as Miguel. Salute, brother.
Miguel Jat motherfucking code motherfucking bow on Instagram. Thank you so much for all your love and your attention, for fucking joining the Probe. Goes out to you. Now, Big Tank, we're gonna jump into the best segment. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Paranoid Radio. Big Tank, what is happening?
You guys know the deal. This is what is happening. I'm going to give you guys 2 stories plus my 2 cents and your 2 cents, and we depositing that bitch into the bank of knowledge.
Ooh, the bank of knowledge.
So, my people, for the first story, Australia is actually trying to eradicate one type of cancer. Believe it or not, my people, what? That is the world that we're living in. Yes, believe it or not, the Australian government has been going at it hard at this type of cancer for so many fucking years now. We just haven't really paid attention to it. And believe it or not, it's actually skin cancer that they are trying to combat. Yes. Remember, skin cancer appears as a mole, as an anomaly, and you started getting moved on. So they're actually working on potential effective, really medical grade sunscreen that actually helps prevent all of this.
Oh, okay.
Yes, believe it or not. So the land down under is actually putting in that work to get yourself rid of skin cancer. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but a lot of people actually have crevices from them trying to excavate whatever the bad cells are.
Yeah,
and it does leave some type of scarring. So salute out to the land down under.
That is right. Salute for that one.
On to the next one. My people, believe it or not, hashtag go look it up. At this point in time, there are significant radio waves coming from the outer space. And yes, we've been hearing this for years, but this is a new set that seems to be coming from a different side, completely unheard of. NASA scientists, quote unquote, are working hard to decipher this message. It is something that we have never seen before. I know we constantly hear about asteroids constantly trying to hit us.
Yep.
But my people, can you imagine if we finally, quote unquote, are reaching the Independence Day phenomenon where they actually what with us actually
That is some
physically?
fucking interdimensional, ultra fucking violet, extraterrestrial, deep down and under inner Earth, outside Martian shit right there, bro. I cannot wait to hear this beep beep boop bop boop bop boop bop. You know, it's not the first time. It's not the first time they send messages from the outer space. Tesla was receiving signals from outer space himself. Also, I don't even remember. In case you guys do not know, hashtag look it up and go listen to our fucking episode of Tessie where we covered all of that stuff. Mm-hmm.
Believe that.
That is right. That is right. Now, this was what is happening. Big Tank, thank you for those 2 amazing fucking stories. Always doing a fucking great fucking job. Everybody, please give him a round of applause.
I appreciate that, Brody. Appreciate it.
That is right. Now, Big Tank, today we have a fucking amazing episode lined up, and it's fucking dope because it's the deepest dive we've ever done. We are going deep under fucking water. Dude, we always talking about going down to the deep end of the fucking pool. Man, fuck the fucking pool, dog. We're about to jump into the biggest pond the world has ever fucking made. That is right. Today we're going to be talking about Atlantis. Woo!
So for my people that don't know this, we've actually already tried to do Atlantis.
I did,
a couple 3-4 months ago?
We're a fucking failure.
Bro, we just couldn't. Like a hashtag real talk right here. We couldn't for the life of God of us to figure it out. What the fuck? We just didn't. We didn't have the talk, the know-how. Something was going on.
We had the knowledge. It was just we were getting interrupted by our energy. I don't know what the fuck had happened. We couldn't do it. We couldn't push it out. So we had it in the back burner for a long time. And now that we're professional podcasters, you know, because we're the fucking
Trebles
best.
pushing rope.
What? Dude, you just got that joke off me, dude. You're a fucking asshole. You know, I'm going to jump from the deep end of the pool. Whatever, dude. Pushing rope, my ass. Fuck you. Here we go. Now, before we jump into the deep end of any fucking topic of the facts, I need to give you some historical facts of what Atlantis is and where it came from. First mentioned by Plato, a Greek philosopher in the 330 BC or BCE. BC is before Christ, BC is before Common Era. Atlantis took the world for a spectacle with wild goose chases, but also reshaped the imagination of the and ruling methods of the ancient world. With super advanced technology, aggressive battle-hardened military, boundless resources, and protection from Poseidon himself, this legend island of myth and lore has been actually the pinnacle of all human civilization. All right, so it was mentioned way beyond your imagination a long fucking time ago. This is like prehistoric fucking history right here, and we're talking about the early ages of Greece. It was ruled by Poseidon's son, allegedly named Atlas. His name is Atlas, hence the name Atlantis. And one of the main areas where it was located, it was beyond beyond the columns of Pericles. Pericles is also known as Hercules. And allegedly, they had gotten that one of the main wars that they were known for was they won a war against Athens. Yeah, Athens as like the capital of Greece. Mm-hmm.
Shit, okay, my brother. That's a lot of fucking just subject at the top. Okay,
yeah.
So let's break this down in,
okay,
I guess, a how-to dummy book, which we're not calling nobody dummy. If you get insulted, that's your problem, first of all right? But imagine technology 100 years from now, and that was back then.
Yeah. It was said that they had like ray guns, they had fucking supersonic weapons, and even what is it, like flying automobiles? Not like cars and shit, but like
I mean, technology. That's what it was. So, believe it or not, that's what's depicted. That's what's always been depicted as Atlantis.
Yeah, it was also said. It was even said that their political views were so advanced that they started rivaling the gods of that time, which also pushed the gods to destroy. So there's a lot of myth, legend, and lore behind Atlantis and behind what's his name, Plato's writings that fucking kind of like theorize that that aliens or atomic nuclear war and or natural disasters, hence like, you know, Poseidon's wrath, drowned the fuck out of Atlantis, which is why now no one can fucking find it.
Yes, my people. So another good theory is, besides stepping the whole away from it, is it's the first ever Mandela effect.
Wait. You took it the way down south. What the fuck are you trying to tell me? Explain
Exactly
that shit.
as you heard. Okay, we've all heard of Mandela Effect. If you guys don't remember this, go check out season 2, I believe. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yep.
Okay. Mandela
Called
Effect.
glitches.
Yes, exactly. Oh, there we go. Fucking glitches. Glitches is a banger. Go check it out.
It
If
was.
you're
It was.
listening to me, go check that one out and then bring your ass back to this one. Okay,
Yep.
but
Yep.
long story short, Mandela Effect is remembering something as you think it might be, but it being completely
How does
different.
that connect to Atlantis?
Okay, so my people, believe it or not, they actually think whatever brought down Atlantis is what started to cause the Mandela Effect. So
Oh.
if we are talking whether it be the natural phenomenon disaster or how do you call it, or something happened that it just got blown up per se, I don't know, as
Mm-hmm.
technology got too advanced what we consider a nuclear meltdown,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what caused. So it's actually been speculated to believe that is the first and the very reason we have the Mandela effect.
So they were like controlling like a specific timeline, and then after they was knocked down, like their, let's say like their cellular tower controlling the timeline, it was knocked down. It caused like the timeline to fucking like glitch throughout history. And now
Yes.
we're all glitched out.
Yes, for the perfect example,
Mhm.
and here goes your examples. The Bermuda Triangle.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Good. I like the way you're going. Okay. Uh huh. Uh huh. Which is
That
one of the
is
locations. Which is one of the theorized locations where Atlantis is actually drowned
Yes,
or submerged. Hmm.
exactly my point.
Hmm.
So, we've all heard these mysterious stories about people coming in, coming out 50 years later, whatever it is,
Hmm.
it all being the same thing. Time has no recollection right there, and events neither. So, can you imagine if something possibly did go wrong, quote unquote, nuclear effect, whatever
Hmm.
technology or power they were using back then,
Hmm.
being able to mess with time and space itself like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So people have theorized that this is the first ever and the creation of the Mandela effect. So they're basically trying to tell you that the chicken and the egg came together for this one.
Wow. Okay. Well, like now that you're talking about creation, there's also theories out there that Lemurians, aka Atlanteans, are said to spread around the world after the demise of Atlantis to spread the seed of wisdom and logic and technology to all corners of the planet, guiding ancient civilizations to magnetic like centers of the world where there's powerful magnetic fields. For example, um, the Almecs fucking dropped pyramids. You know, we've talked about this plenty of times in Mesoamerica and fucking Latin America, right? And then you have the Egyptians out there and then you have the fucking Chinese, and you have in Europe, you have the Stonehenge. You have different areas of the world that are sitting down on specific ley lines that are super magnetic powered, with logic that no one still to this day can replicate. So it said after their demise, they spread around the world, not only spreading out their seed, but also injecting information in people's minds and people's cultures, and on top of that, also in people's DNA. They were using. I don't know if you, I don't know.
I don't want to interfere. Give me
Uh huh.
this quick second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up
Mm-hmm.
because I actually did my own little digging
Mm-hmm.
and a possible real life theory that the world has thrown at us. So
Okay.
we've all seen Thor Ragnarok, right?
Yes. Yes. Uh huh.
Okay. Where basically, I forgot the name of the place, Valhalla or Odin or what's it called?
Uh huh. Uh huh. I think I believe Odin.
Where Odin and Loki are from.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it gets destroyed in that movie. Okay,
Okay.
what ends up happening? The how do you call it? The people from there actually come and settle on Earth, and they create their own little minor city throughout the world.
Oh my gosh. So they were like kind of like leaving fingerprints of greater logic from their ancestors here on Earth.
Yes. So there's a small theory that says that that was Atlantis. And that's exactly what happened to Atlantis, and they just spread out throughout the world.
We've mentioned it before. Hollywood drops fucking finger, like what's it called? But what's it called?
Proof. Real
Little
life,
bits of
real
proof.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
proof of what's happening around us. It's just for us to accept it and make it common. For example, when I was talking about them fucking putting information in our DNA, because our DNA is like a fucking hard drive, bro. It's a fucking hard drive. You know, I don't even know this. The movie Transformers, they're actually they're considered a biological computer organism, right?
Yes.
That has information in their DNA. So that's how humankind works. We have so much information in our DNA stored from the people that had me, my parents, from their parents, from their parents, from their parents, and from their parents, from their parents, and then from their parents. Eventually coming down to a fucking center of information. Our DNA has over 10,000 fucking gigabytes and terabytes of information from all our ancestors before, even from our original origins. And I want to say original origins because I don't want to disrupt the peace between religion and culture and people. Like, I don't want to say that Jesus was not our creator or whatever, but we have all that information. Our divine creation, it's in our the answers of life is within us. You get what I'm saying, right?
They have always said that the brain is more powerful than any computer ever possibly made or will ever be made.
The connections of our nerves are way more advanced than any other fucking supercomputer that they have out there. Now, Big Tank, if you don't mind, let's start sharing possible locations where Atlantologists, actually, scientists that study Atlantis and Atlantology. It's hard for me to fucking say those words.
Okay. It's something out of the norm, but it is real.
Yes, there is people that actually go beyond Plato and start using Plato's writings as a fucking map to organize themselves. And there's plenty, huge organizations with a lot of fucking resources. I'm talking about money around the fucking planet, searching for Atlantis today. Yeah, possible locations of Atlantis are Bolivia, the Caribbean. Do you want to share some?
Yeah, off the coast of Japan.
That's right. Another one in the Sahara. So Bimini Road, I don't know if we've spoken about Bimini Road before. Bimini Road is a structured underwater city that is next to the island of Bimini in the Caribbean islands that connects the Bimini all the way down to Cuba underwater. It's an underwater road path that looks like bricks on the bottom seafloor that take you all the way onto land into Cuba. Bimini Road, hashtag look it up. And it's also it goes through the Bermuda Triangle, so it passes through there. It is said and speculated that Atlantis is under the Caribbean Ocean. That is right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, believe it or not, there's also another one where it says that the Atlantis, where it died out, it actually spread into the world, and actually it is entangled with the Amazon rainforest. Believe it or not.
Whoa, that's a new one.
Yes. Okay. People, there have been many speculations whether we will ever find the truth. Who knows?
You're right, El Dorado. The last golden city of the Aztec, El Dorado. It also kind of mentions Atlantis.
Yes.
It's kind of like warping into that. That is fucking dope. There's another location that I really wanted to share with you guys. Is the Eye of the Sahara. Now, the Eye of the Sahara, we've mentioned this, I want to say 3-4 times throughout the entire fucking show. If you guys go back and hashtag look it up, the Eye of the Sahara, you're going to trip the fuck out. This theory doesn't say that Atlantis actually sunk. It actually says that Atlantis was driven off into land, into high land, over 1,000 feet above sea level, and it became dry. Destroyed, completely obliterated by the fucking desert. If you hashtag look up the Eye of the Sahara, there's been accounts and documentaries where there's people and scientists and archaeologists that go to the Eye of the Sahara and they try to cross the Eye of the Sahara and they don't know they're in it, and then all their instruments start going out, with a disruption of magnetic field frequency under the earth. The only way that you know you're in the Eye of the Sahara is through satellite view or a plane view. There's only plane and satellite pictures of the Eye of the Sahara. There's no way that you could be inside and know that you're like a fucking maze that's invisible, kind of like a mirage. Yeah.
Wow.
Real shit,
my people. Honestly, there's multiple locations. There is, believe it or not, hashtag go look it up. There's people that are actually saying that Antarctica is actually, when it broke off of Pangea, that is actually the very first place for Atlantis.
That is right.
Don't quote me on this, people, but there was a small reference where Atlantis means basically here I am, and Antarctica means there I was.
Oh my God.
So don't quote me on people. People, go do your research. Hashtag go look this up.
Atlantis, Antarctica, oh my God. Check this out. There's another location that's theorized to be in, also located in the island of Santorini. But Santorini was created by a giant volcano that blew up in 1646 BC, which was 100 times more powerful than the eruption at Pompeii, and it was equivalent to 40 atomic bombs blowing up the lid off the fucking planet Earth. So you could imagine the giant fucking explosion this eruption made, not only devastating and destroying all of Atlantis if it was there, but also destroying all type of culture and fucking proof. Now, if you go to Santorini and you actually step foot on that island, you'll still see some peak of the ruins of ancient Greek and ancient fucking allegedly Atlantis. Yeah, real
my
shit.
God.
Yeah.
This is fucking massive and crazy, people.
Mm-hmm.
Do not sleep on this. Like I said, we have already theorized thousands of years. Let's actually move it along and theorize what actually happened that led to the destruction of quote unquote Atlantis.
I think it was war. I think
like
it was
that.
war.
I
Real
like
shit.
that. From what I have read, and we actually had this on this uncut version, is basically there used to be more quote unquote realms, not just Atlantis. So what we
Oh.
mean by this is basically Atlantis was a realm within the world.
Like within our realm. Like if we live in the
Yes.
third dimension, they lived in the fourth dimension or in a different realm, but still on planet Earth.
Yes. So we've actually theorized.
Mhm.
This almost goes into the same thing that we were talking about, where the whole Hitler, Harry Potter thing, how it could be within the inner world, believe it or not.
Mhm.
And they speculate that there was once a great battle between all these realms.
Which is why, which is a lot of people speculate also that the United States, I'm gonna bring this up to emphasize what you're saying. It is said that the United States went to Iraq and started destroying a lot of museums and stealing a lot of the relics and ancient fucking pieces and you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
dug up fucking scriptures and stuff that they found in Iraq. Was because there was a Stargate there. Not only a Stargate, but this is like a fucking portal into another dimension where kind of like where Bigfoot kind of like disappears and goes in and out, or even elves and fairies live. I don't want to go into this realm. I don't want to go into this topic or this deep dive deep, but straight up, if you look at it, there's some type of truth to the myth and to the legend. There has to be elves. There has to be gnomes. I myself saw a leprechaun when I was 21 years old and I wasn't high. And that's a story that I'm yet to share in this podcast. There is a different fucking realm that we cannot see with our eye. Even the movie Transformers, there is more that meets the eye. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, we are not piercing through the veil. So
Exactly.
believe it or not, and this is not a punch intended to take a jab at religious. I have my own religion. I have my own beliefs.
Mhm.
But people have speculated for years, seeing these weird, quote unquote, unbelievable, demonic looking creatures. But if you actually look into the Bible and depict what the Bible says, they are not all pretty angel looking like. They actually have mutated, disfigured figurines. So who's to say that that's
Genesis.
not? Yes.
In Genesis,
Exactly.
in Genesis and Ezekiel, the Bible speaks about how aliens actually look. I mean, not aliens, sorry, angels. And angels do not look how they're depicted. When you Google angels right now, you'll see a beautiful man with long hair and white robes and beautiful fucking long wings. No, that's not what angels look like. Cherubims, angels, seraphims, and archangels, they all look different. They all look almost monsterish. Hashtag look it up. You don't believe me? I will
To the
post.
Bible.
According to the Bible.
According to the Bible, like I said, we are not here to argue with anybody. We are just letting you guys know what we have done, what we have found, what we have given. This is just our research finding. We encourage everybody to go hashtag look
So
it up.
you think Atlantis went to war with a different dimension? With a crew of different dimensions, like maybe they won a war and they were fighting, let's say humans versus elves, right? And they were fighting for who will stay on Earth or who will stay on this realm.
I like this other theory where it says that Atlantis was entrusted to take care of the Earth.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh.
And basically they went out to war with another realm quote unquote, they made the ultimate sacrifice so we can continue. That is why we are so disturbed and always intented on hurting ourselves, because we have no right of way. We lost our inner connection when we lost
I
Atlantis.
like the way that you put that out, that we lost our interconnection, because I'm gonna be honest with you, the younger dryas, there's been I think 3 or 4 younger dryas. Younger dryas are periods of on Earth where things have happened on Earth that have destroyed civilization back to zero. So like if we have been resetted back to zero, where humanity has to start off again and then recreate civilization and technology and everything. This has happened before. So what kind of like it kind of connects to not only human history, but also to like Atlantis. Your theory hits right on spot. Big Tank bringing out the cannon. Real
Bro,
shit.
this is just everything that's available throughout the World Wide Web. We are not here to make fun of anything, to continue with anything. We are just letting you know what we have found. There's also this other one that states that their source of energy actually exploded and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they had anti-gravitational machines. They were self-sufficient in energy. They would use the sun as energy, which also puts me to think. It triggers this mind. If you look all throughout history, all ancient civilizations, all of them before Jesus Christ, all of them fucking adored and prayed to the sun. They worshipped the sun, which is an endless amount of energy that comes from the sun. If you harvest the energy of the sun, you have endless fucking resources. So, which kind of like put me to connect. And maybe they were trying to like reach higher powers of something, and it blew up in their fucking face, destroying all human civilization at that point. And the little remains, little villages that survived, they spread out around the fucking planet, creating the pyramids, etc.
So if you guys also want to dive deep into it, there's also a quote unquote reference that we'd actually just dropped on our Instagram page. Check out our story, where it's also considered to be a natural disaster. Just like for the same reason people say that New Orleans is underwater, believe it or not, that's why every time something happens, they quote on saying that a massive tsunami slash wave actually hit Atlantis because it was quote unquote underwater.
Under sea level.
Yes.
It was like land that was under sea level, which is why they had their giant walls protecting them from walls and from fucking people trying to attack. And eventually they just fucking went down. Like Miami. Miami is in a hole. You know?
Miami, Venice.
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 I'm not talking about Venice Beach. We're talking about Venice, like the city of Venice in
Yes.
Italy.
Yes, my people.
Now, Big Tank, this was an amazing fucking episode. Very informational. We got all our points across, and we have a lot more information out, just like the information that we wanted to drop from our previous episode. But now we actually got it on. I want to thank you so much for being with me on this fucking ride. And thank you so much, everybody. Big Tank, let them know where they can find you.
You guys catch me at the best co-host, according to our polls that our
he won. He fucking won.
Quite coincidentally, he never put up, but as soon as he won last one, he posted it as soon as it ended, like hashtag he screenshotted it, posted it, but this one it just slipped his big old chrome dome ass.
I have the results. Big Tank won, fair and square. We didn't promote it. Whoever saw it, Whoever saw it, voted.
Our true people saw it and they recognized real.
Whatever. I'm gonna post it up today. He did win season 3, best co-host. People like him more than me. Whoop-de-woo. We'll go again on season 4. Let them know where they can find you, Big Tank.
You guys know the deal. Catch you at eknat.ivx. Once again, eknat.ivx. Reach out to me on all your major social media platforms. Let me know what you guys are feeling, what you guys are not feeling. If you guys want to get on any of our shows, hit us up. We are more than open to it. Or if you guys would just want to talk shit, I am here for that too. Don't forget, I got that PhD in STD.
That's right. That's not fucking suck dicking degree. No, that's not straight shit talking degree. I fucked up. You know where they can find you. I know it backfired bad, huh? You know where they can find me. I am Trebles Garcia, Trebles Garcia on all social media platforms. That is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Make sure you hit us up on paranoidradio.com. Paranoidradio.com, the best domain. We own it. We copyrighted that shit. We fucking run this shit. Paranoidradio.com. You'll find all our link trees, all our information, our live blog, and fucking make sure you catch up and drop 5-star reviews. If you love this fucking episode, make sure you drop 5-star reviews. We have many more coming. For example, check this out. I was just doing some fucking research on our own on our own podcast. And Lion King, the last episode of season 2 did fucking great fucking numbers. People loved it, but we promised you guys part 2, and guess what's happening next fucking week? Lion King part 2 coming hard, dropping bombs on Disneyland and Disney World.
Return of the King.
Return of Jafar.
Ooh,
You like that one? Huh?
okay,
That is right. That is right. Lion King, stay tuned for next fucking week. And thank you so much, Big Time, for joining me, and all of you guys for tuning in. This is Paranoid Radio Podcast. We love you. Stay tuned.
Till the next time.
Boom. Blow your fucking mind.